vanilla and Biscoff cheesecake from the English Cheesecake Company. Genuinely, this cheesecake is one of the best Biscoff cheesecakes I've ever tasted. What's going on YouTube? It's Jason and welcome to day number 24 and day number 2 of my sugar experiment. I'm currently on the way to the gym to train upper body and do some HIIT. I started off today with 2 pancakes and 2 bowls of honey nut shreddies. It was so delicious, I had to have a second bowl. I want to give you the totals of sugar and carbs and that kind of stuff at the end of the day once I've totted everything up. So obviously I'm very confident that this excess sugar is not going to result in diabetes, and that's why I'm doing it to prove a point. But I wonder what effect the sugar is going to have on my performance. And so what I'm going to be doing is documenting things like my gut health, things like how many times I go to the loo, and how I perform in the gym with this extra sugar. That will make it a more interesting experiment. So we'll start on dips. The cables are busy. Let's get an easy set of 12. Next on the menu we have cable flies. Seated lateral raises next. Next, wide grip pushdowns. Next we have rope crunches. So I'm about to start my HIIT. There's a lot of talk in science about what's called the interference effect when you mix cardio and weights back to back. But I decided to purposefully take a hit on that, no pun intended, just because I do believe that my heart's the most important muscle. And so if it means that I'm getting 80-90% of the gains I'd otherwise get if I didn't do it, then I'm happy to take a hit on that, essentially. So I want to do 5 to 6 rounds of this and then stretch and make my way home. I'm so glad I kept my cardio in during my bulk. It should make the cardio during my cut that little bit easier. So last set, I'm going to get an all-out set for hopefully about 45 seconds. I've been doing 20 kilometers an hour sprints on between 20 and 25, but yeah, this set, I want to try and double it at least and go for a flat out set and then finish. 1 minute sprint on 20. Not too shabby considering we're bulking. So session done. In terms of performance, I did go down on repetitions on the first exercise, but every other exercise after that was the same as normal. So I can't really blame the sugar for much. In terms of HIIT, I was still able to hit my normal numbers and stretch myself in the last set as I usually do. So I will keep an eye on performance and monitor it across the day and the weeks to come, just because it is a factor to obviously bear in mind, but so far so good. In terms of strategy, one thing that I am going to do on the days that I train is consume as much sugar as possible around my training window. That way my body's going to utilize the sugar a lot better. So in terms of my post-workout meal, I'm going to have the usual jollof, shiitake, chicken, all that jazz, and then I'm going to have Biscoff cheesecake as my dessert. So post-workout we have jollof, chicken breast, broccoli, spinach. We would normally have shiitake, but I've run out, so I need to get some more of that. In terms of training, one of the things that is going to massively help me this month with the whole not getting diabetes is training. Weight training in particular has been shown to boost insulin sensitivity, and it's the insulin that's going to manage my sugar levels. And so the fact I'm training 5 days a week, sometimes 6 if you include my recovery session, with good nutrition, I think I'll be absolutely fine. So just what the doctor ordered, vanilla and Biscoff cheesecake from the English Cheesecake Company. Genuinely, this cheesecake is one of the best Biscoff cheesecakes I've ever tasted. Matter of fact, I'll go a step further. One of the best cheesecakes, full stop, I have ever tasted. Sugar-wise in this, we are looking at 24 grams of sugar per slice, 43 grams of carbs, and 463 calories. So well within my daily allowance of sugar. Let's get to work. Wow, elite. I often get a lot of stick for eating all of my desserts with a teaspoon. It's a habit I picked up when I was fat because it basically made the dessert last longer, and I haven't really broken that habit for about 20 years. So I've kept it. I know a lot of people eat this with a fork, but I couldn't care less. The spoon almost makes it taste nicer because it lasts longer. So in terms of fruit today, I had blueberries and 2 easy peelers. Next meal was 4 boiled eggs with 2 slices of sourdough and butter. Final meal of the day was sweet potatoes, chicken breast and kale. So final meal of the day is my mini Ben & Jerry's cookie dough. I was pretty much done in terms of calories, but I was on like 114 grams of sugar or something. And so to stick to my word and make sure that I get over 120, I had this. It's up there with my favorite ice creams ever. Ben & Jerry's cookie dough, unmatched. Top 3 for sure. So in terms of totals for the day, I've got calories at 3,498, protein at 175 grams, carbohydrates at 441 grams, sugar at 135 grams, 77 grams of that is added sugars, and then fat at 109 grams. I have also had my test results back pretty quickly, to be honest, and for the first time I am actually vitamin D deficient, and so from tomorrow I will be taking 1 tablet of these. Because it's winter, I probably need a little bit more, and so I'm going to have 2,000 IUs of vitamin D every day up until it gets a bit more sunny, and then drop it to 1,000. Side note, I never had this issue in Dubai. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like it if you did, subscribe to my channel to follow me on this journey, and I'll see you again tomorrow.